All right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday and our first tasting of the year. A big success here. Bordeaux is popular, buddy. We had 60 people here for this, and everybody was just raving about the wines. One thing I can tell you, 2009, 2010, two great vintages back to back. And 09 got 20 wines, rated 100 points from Robert Parker Jr., the premier critic of Bordeaux from the Wine Advocate. 2010, only 10 wines? Let me tell you, from this evening and from the tastings that I've done with 09s and 2010s, 2010 looks like it is even better than 2009. And, well, it all depends what you like, but if you like Bordeaux, you like the potential for aging, which one of the things Bordeaux is known for. Hey, even these little entry-level wines, like this Marsanne from Cadillac and the Moulin de Cabernet 2009, outstanding values. Both of them under $15. On this review, we're offering you, our wine-drinking people who couldn't make it to the tasting, another shot at all these wines at our sale price, 12% off the list. And like I said, to be able to find great wines from Bordeaux under $15, try to find stuff from California that you get this excited about in the Merlot and Cabernet category. That's what these little entry-level wines from the Medoc are. And that's where you need to look in Bordeaux if you're looking for great values. Don't look at Pauillac and Saint-Estèphe and Saint-Julien, because these wines, the classified gross, they're like made men in the mafia. It's a license to steal. They can charge whatever they want to for the wines. These little guys from Medoc, they'll never be more than $25, $30 wines. Roland de Bie, one of the top wines from the Medoc, still like $30 a bottle. This wine gets 90 points or higher every year in the Wine Spectator. The only wine in the top 100 a few years ago, the 2008 vintage. This 2010 is outstanding. The Fougas Maldeor from the Côte d'Ivoire, 2009. This wine was a crowd favorite, getting under $30. A good amount of dark currant and plum fruit, a little bit of black olive, a little smokiness, some loamy, earthy notes. That's what we expect from Bordeaux. This 2009 has got a lot of rich fruit, forward fruit, black cherry, red cherry fruit on the tongue with no hard edges, very plump and round. Silky, elegant finish. One of the things we love about Bordeaux. It's big, but it still has elegant, very drinkable. The Côte de Balou 2010, a Saint-Emilion. This property is on fire. Sophie Fourcade has really turned things up a notch in 2010. 70% Merlot, 20% Cabernet Franc, and a little bit of Cabernet Sauvignon thrown in there. Typical blend from Saint-Emilion. And this wine has been elevated, and would rightfully so. Let me tell you, this was a lot of the crowd's favorite for pick of the night. Really decadent, rich bouquet of dark currant, cassis-like fruit, notes of espresso, dark spice, really nice complexity, very dense and rich, but still lovely elegance to this wine, lovely balance, sweet liqueur-like fruit, but still a zesty finish with some nice spice, tobacco, espresso, and really balanced. Bravo, excellent juice. Just over $30, $34. We had some really good Margaux, the Marquis de Terme, which was excellent. Another 2010, that classic cigar coffee, cigar box spice coffee, fresh plowed earth to that dark currant and cassis berry fruit. Really rich bouquet of aromas, bright and fresh on the palate. Rich, but still really fresh. This wine coming through with a long finish. Some of that minerality showing, that cigar box spice and earth. Really excellent juice. The Roland de Bie, as we mentioned before, an outstanding value at $30, as is a lot of these little Medocs here that are climbing up the ranks. And then the second wines are the great wines like Lynch-Bages. The Echo de Lynch-Bages really showed nicely. This wine represents 25 to 40% of the crop, depending on the harvest. 2010, a great vintage, and primarily made from the young vines. That's one of the things that go into these second wines. And, you know, if you plant the vineyard and you tend it the right way, the young vines can produce some outstanding wines to drink young. You don't want to keep them a long time, but that's the idea. You pay less for them, $65. A solid core of currant, cassis berry fruit here, a touch of pencil lead, which you get from Pauillac. That sweet tobacco spice, cedary notes, really good intensity on the tongue with firm tannins, but still quite approachable for a young Pauillac. And really nice length on the finish. All right, the white wines were outstanding. 2011, a little bit light for me in the reds. The Timberlake and the Graville Lacoste, two really big hits, and both of those wines under $20. You find some of the best white wines in the world. Not only the top-level stuff, but for that price range, I challenge you to find a Sauvignon Blanc Semillon blend from anywhere else. Outstanding, always very typical of what you find in Bordeaux. And the sweet wines, the Chateau Soudereau 2010. Wow, just unctuous. Had this lovely candied pineapple fruit, peach, vanilla, creme brulee, even though really, really sweet, had wonderful acidity to balance things out. The Beausite Saint Estèphe, a great little value for 2011. You can find some good stuff in 2011. The wines didn't get the big press that 9 and 10 did, but I would say you want to wait on a lot of these 11s and 12s because you're going to see the price come down. There's such the demand has been so lowered in 2011 because of the scores in the top level wines. You're going to find some real values there, but even in the lower level, you're going to see some stuff going on sale. 2009 and 10, what I'd really start investing in right now. And hey, there's some 2007s and 2005s still in the marketplace. We showed the Chateau Vigneault and the Le Sègue, which this is made by the same guy that makes Verité's wines. Pierre Salon he's from Bordeaux, Jess Jackson's partner in this venture, well, the Jackson family now, and this wine really decadent on the nose, the Chateau Le Sègue, and 2007 showing really wonderful drinkability at this point in its life. Some nice earthy notes of that red plum and cherry pie fruit, really forward and seductive, opening up really nicely on the second day. These 07s got some legs to them too, the better wines, really smooth and polished wine on the tongue, showing that early appeal of 2007, but this wine is pretty well built. Like I said, the better 2007s like this Le Sègue are going to last a few years in your cellar. The Vigneault, a lovely cigar box spice, really or distinct earthy character to this wine, kind of a clay-like minerality, red currant, cherry berry fruit, showing a bit of evolution, but 2005, a blockbuster vintage. This wine really nice on the second day, showing its structure and really smoothing out nicely. You know, Saint-Emilions don't take quite as long to come around. A nice depth of flavors, a nice earthiness to that wine. The Cedrons de Le Sègue also showing excellent concentration, just like the rest of these 2010s. These wines need a little bit of time, though. Hey, that's why they have vintages like 2007. Just wait for them to go on sale. All right, I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.